This week, I've got an amazing effect for you on the gel plate with metallic leaf. I'm Elizabeth St. Hilaire. Welcome back to my studio and welcome to Tutorial Tidbits. This week, I wanted to play with metallic gold leaf on the gel plate. And I have been enjoying this process because I somehow ordered too many packets of the Mona Lisa loose leaf. And when I say loose leaf, I mean that it is not attached to a transfer paper. So you pick it up very carefully out of this pack and it is loose. It is not on any kind of carrier sheet. So what I'm going to show you is that this sticks to the gel plate really well. It's a little hard to handle, but you get the hang of it. And will transfer onto your gel printed sheet. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfect because we're going to make cracks and crevices in it to allow a color to come through. And then I'm going to put a stencil on top of it. So we're going to layer a couple of different techniques here and hopefully we'll get good results. So I'm going to roll this gel plate and crack the metallic leaf. So that's why I said it didn't need to be perfect. You can take some of your overhang from these two that are big and see if you can fill in all the rest that is left over. And since I will be using this sheet for collage, I don't feel as though the whole sheet needs to be filled in. So do I want to take a whole nother sheet of the metal leaf out for just this small area? Probably not. So let's just see what we can do with this. Now, if it's overlapping itself and not touching the plate, it's not going to stick, right? So you got to make sure you press it all down. And if there are any loose pieces, we can add those into this open area here. If you're trying to make a sheet that you want to frame or really enjoy or look at or make into a card or some kind of a paper craft, then you might want to cover the whole page. But because I'm going to rip this up anyway, I'm not real worried if it doesn't make full and complete coverage. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and twist it and crumple it and get some wonderful crackle in it, which also becomes quite messy, but you know, art is messy. So I'm going to rub it all down again, and I will use a wet water wipe to pick up all the loose crumbs and put them in the trash can. We don't want them to be going down the drain, so I'll also clean them off the brayer as best I can with the wipe before I ever get to the water in the sink. So I like the water wipes because they're biodegradable. You can use baby wipes, you can use a wet paper towel. Okay, so I have got my Baron, my 6-inch brayer, my quinacridone magenta, and I am working on my Yasutomo sketch rice paper pad. I'm using one of my new Geo Boogie stencils. I do not remember the name of this, and I don't want to guess, but this is one of my Geo Boogie stencils from Joggles. It's 9x12. The plate is my 9x12 gel plate with Joggles, so it's a match made in heaven. The plate is 9x12, the stencil's 9x12, and the paper is 9x12. That way we don't have any waste around the edges, and that is kind of good. It's really good. So now I'm going to put quinacridone magenta fluid acrylic, and I'm going to brayer it over the metal leaf, and I'm going to make sure I get a pretty good amount on there because it is this that is going to stick to the metal leaf and is going to stick to the paper and hopefully be a strong enough stick to pull the leaf off the gel plate. Sometimes I get better results than others with this. So I'm going to take the smooth side of the paper and put it into the paint. The smooth side is facing up towards you in the pad, but if the paper comes out of the pad, it is very easy to determine the smooth side because it is much smoother than the other side. So I am going to press and apply a lot of pressure with the Baron, and then I have to let it sit I have to wait because what I really want is for the paint to dry onto the metal leaf. If I pull it right now, it will not have dried onto the metal leaf well enough to remove it from the gel plate. So we have to be patient here at this point and check your email, take a walk. Also, the other thing you can do besides that to kill time is to clean your brayer. So like I said, water wipe, wet paper towel. The idea is to get this off your brayer, first of all, but also to keep it from going down the drain because loose leaf is much like glitter and it's not good for the environment, for the water, for the fish. So I think I'm getting most of this off. And when I throw it in the trash, it doesn't ever end up in the water. Okay? So that's mostly all of it. Okay? And then get this little piece off of here. And then I'll just take another wipe and get it all off the desk so it doesn't end up everywhere. Okay. And then we wait. So while we're waiting for that to dry, and it's going to take a few minutes, I just want to say, for those of you who have been watching my tutorial tidbits Friday videos that I've been creating for at least the last 10 years, I know you've enjoyed the content because you've left me some wonderful comments. What I want to ask of you today is that I am involved in the Johnny Depp Presents the People's Artist Contest, and I have made it to the top 1%. There are only 14 artists left. There were almost 1,000 artists, and we are at the top 1%. The voting now has come down to being really competitive, and what is really making the biggest impact are the votes that go along with a donation to the nonprofit organization in Los Angeles called the Art of Elysium. I'm going to put their website down below in the links, and I'm also going to put the link for you to vote for me down below. If you choose to make a donation vote for me, and that is really what's going to push me across the finish line, this organization does some amazing things in connecting artists with people in need in the community. So don't take it from me. Check out their website. They're a nonprofit and they've been doing this for over 28 years. So this contest, this Johnny Depp Presents contest, is a fundraiser for the Art of Elysium. So that's why the most votes come from your donations to that nonprofit. So you can also vote for me for free. I just need you to help me cross the finish line. I've made it this far and a lot of you have already voted for me, but I just am asking you this week. Today is, I don't know, June 18th or 19th or something like that. We have another 6 or 7 days. So if you could do it now, today, vote for me. Please help me to be the people's artist. It would allow me an opportunity to have a feature article in Art Forum magazine, which is huge, and a solo exhibition of my mixed media artwork at the Art of Elysium Salon in Los Angeles. So anyway, that paper must be dry by now. Okay, so I've let this dry for quite a while. I feel it on the back and it no longer feels damp or moist or cool. That's kind of the telltale sign. If it feels cool on the back, it's probably still wet. So you need to make sure you let it dry for a while. You know, there's no way that I can tell you exactly how long it needs to dry for. It depends on your climate. If it's humid, if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's air conditioning, if it's not air conditioning, if you're under a fan, there's a lot of variables, but you want to feel the back and you want it to feel like it's dry. And then also you're going to pull and get a feeling for how much of that metal leaf is coming off the plate. And if there's a lot of leaf still on the plate, it means it's not ready. But here you can see that it is pulling off the majority of that leaf, which is beautiful. It's left some magenta paint and a little bit of leaf behind. And what I'm going to tell you in a second is how to clean that. But look at this. Look at how gorgeous The magenta kind of comes through the metal leaf. It shows up in the openings. It's beautiful. It's like a magenta and gold. So for this, the best way to get this paint off and the remaining metal leaf is to strip across it with packaging tape, thick, heavy-duty packing tape, and then pull it off, and it will remove the leaf and the paint, and then you can put the tape in the trash. So I'll set that aside so I can do that later. Well, actually, I'm going to need this gel plate because I'm going to put a print on the top of that. So I'm flipping it over. Somehow I still got leaf underneath the gel plate. Don't ask me how that happened. So now I'm going to gel print this texture on top. I thought initially that I would do it with more magenta, but I think that's just going to get kind of lost because there's magenta showing up here through the gold. What I do know that I want to use is a translucent color, because if I use an opaque color, such as teal, where I can't see through it, it'll just cover all of my metal leaf and I won't see it at all. So I think I'm going to get a blue, an ultramarine blue, and create a purple. So I'm going to put a little bit, this is a purpley blue, ultramarine blue fluid acrylic, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the magenta, and I'm going to swirl it together with my clean brayer and create kind of a purple. And ultramarine blue is also a translucent color, just like quinacridone gold. You see that you can see the black tick marks through the swipe of paint on the top. That's how you know exactly how translucent or transparent it is. That's how you know that this is opaque, okay? So those are actually swipes of paint on the container so that you can see how translucent or opaque of a color you're dealing with. All right, so, okay, so let's get that. It's a nice dark purple. I don't know if it's too dark. We shall find out. Okay, so we're going to put the Geo Boogie stencil into the purple paint that I just blended together, and we're going to put our beautiful, I mean, you could leave it like this, but for my purposes for collage, I want a bit more pattern on it. So we're going to put that here. Now, your color choices make a difference. So, you know, try it, and if you don't like it, try it again with different colors. The only way to figure these things out is to experiment. So here we go. Now we have this beautiful pattern that we can also see the metallic gold through. And we've got a sort of a purpley magenta sheet of beautiful collage paper. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Between the cracks and the magenta showing through, the magenta that leaked onto the surface of the gold, and the beautiful pattern of the Geo Boogie in the purple. I think it's lovely. I'm super happy with that. I've got a ghost print now under here. What should I do with it? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it inspires you to experiment with your Mona Lisa loose leaf and your gel plate and some interesting combinations of translucent colors. Well, I hope you enjoyed this technique. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope you will consider casting a vote or a few votes for me for the People's Artist Contest. The links are down below. Thank you from the bottom of my art heart, and I'll see you back here next time.